All right, we got a couple people in here. I was gonna do set up some rigs today and go over how I tie them and everything like that, and then I'm going to show exactly how I rig up baits with actual bait. So basically we'll do a little rig for the bait because I don't want my hands smelling like herring on my day off. So throwing on some gloves. I could still tie up rigs and everything. So see if anybody else pops in here. We have everything out right now that we need to start off a sturgeon rig. And I'll actually be tying it directly to this guy, to this rod. So that way you guys will see exactly how I tie, what knots I use, everything. So yeah, I was just saying, John, to everybody, we're going to be going over everything, man. I'll be going over literally how I tie my knots, everything, how I rig bait, the scents I use, stuff like that. And this right here is going to be raffled off. It's brand new, still in the box. Seal still on the box and everything, never been opened. It's a Pen Pursuit 8000. So I'll be raffling that off here soon. I actually get the tickets in tomorrow, and then we'll be raffling that guy off. So I'll probably throw a spool line in there with that. So all right. Silver gold bite is good. Well, we got 18 people in here. I guess we can get started. So I'm going to rig up how I'm going to do it tomorrow because I'm going out fishing tomorrow. So basically, first things first, we're going to grab out our hook, some Gamakatsu barbless octopus hooks, and these are 8/0. So got our hook out. We got about a 3-foot leader of 130-pound Dacron. So I do only 2 knots for sturgeon fishing, and it all depends on what size hook I'm running and how big the eyelet is. So since this Dacron is actually pretty thin for 130 pounds, I'm going to do an egg loop knot. But if it's the Dacron's a little too thick, I'll just do like a 4-loop uni knot, and that'll suffice for holding a huge sturgeon. So first things first, if no one knows how to tie an egg loop knot, I'll do my best to try and show you guys how I do it. So I'm going to run the hook down the back of the shank of the hook. You don't need a whole lot sticking out. If anything, it just gets in the way. So maybe a 1/2 inch hanging off the shank. And I do 8 loops around when I do it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to hold that down. You're going to stretch the line out. Grab your other tag end. And you're going to feed that tag end through the back side of the eyelet. And it might be easier said than done with these gloves on. There we go. So we got it through. So, and then you want to pinch that down. So this is what it's going to look like. So, egg loop. And the way I do it is I stick my hand through the knot, kind of open up the line like this. And I take basically my middle finger and my ring finger, and I hold it like that. Take my thumb and then just twist and go over. and just make sure you're going through over this tag end like that. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bam. So looks like that. And then you're just going to pull this tag end and feed it through. But since it's Dacron, it's a little tacky. So you kind of got to straighten the knots out like that a little bit. Just kind of help it. Pull it through. Keep pulling. And then just straighten your knot out. Make sure your tag end's straight. Cinch it down. There you go. Egg loop knot. Snip off a little bit of the tag end. And what I do with my tag ends, I do leave a little bit of a tag end like that, because with sturgeon, they're not going to feel it. They're not going to see it, especially because they have like no vision. So your bait's going to cover all that up. Plus, fighting sturgeon, since they're so big and heavy, they're going to suck this knot up really hard with all that tension. So it's good to have a little tag end like that. So that way it'll take up any slack that he pulls in. These are 330-pound Gamakatsu swivels. I don't know the model name, but they're rated at 330. This, I just do uni knots. So basically, this leader, I'm going to run probably about a 1 foot leader. I just dropped one of those beads. So, uni knot, pretty simple. Here's swivel. What you're going to do is you're going to take the lower end that you fed through, the tag end, and you're going to make a little railroad track like that. Just make a little railroad track. Then you're going to take the tag end and you're going to loop it up like this. Pinch it. 1. And go through. 2, 3, 4, 5. I never do more than 5. Since this is Dacron, you don't have to wet your line down like it's mono or anything like that. So cinch it down. Bam, uni knot. I'm going to pull it. And there you go. That's not going nowhere. So cut my tag end, give myself about a 1 inch tag end right there. And since this is up by the swivel, it doesn't really matter. If anything, it's just going to help with never getting pulled through that knot. So right there, we got a leader done. Now, setting up a main line, I'm going to take this tape off my reel real quick. And I'm going to feed the line through the eye real fast. So you guys can see exactly what this rig is. And okie doke, here we go. This is 40-pound mono. I'm actually going to turn another light on real quick. All right. So we got 40-pound mono right here. This is my main line. Slider. First thing on your main line when you're rigging up. Slider goes through. Okay, I lost the bead, so now I gotta grab another one real quick. And we'll just grab one of these giant yellow ones. Here we go. Okay, so slider is on. Right there. Plastic bead. Okay. Now, rubber bead. Protect your knot. So if you're not losing rigs, you can just cast over and over and over again, and that knot is going to be in pretty good shape. Heard, bro, why do you wear gloves? It is ordered like that. Chillax, I'm wearing gloves basically because I'm going to be handling bait. I'm actually going to rig up a rig and show you exactly how I rig everything, as if I'm literally at the river fishing. So, oh, Jacob, what's up, bud? Yeah, it's a little harder tying knots. But, all right, so we got, so far, slider to a plastic bead to a rubber bead. Now, all we're going to do, same thing on that swivel to your leader. Just do a 4 to 5 loop uni knot, and that's all you got to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I never really do more than 4. I just leave it there. Wet your line. Cinch that knot up a little tad. And if I can grab with the gloves. And bingo. Cut your tag in. Same thing. Leave yourself about a 1/4 inch. These are my bait scissors, so they're pretty freaking dull. But yeah, there we go. Just like that. So your whole rig, if I show it like this, should look like this. Main line to your slider, to your plastic bead, to your rubber bead, to your leader. So pretty simple. And I'm going to show you another trick that I do. A lot of people don't know this. And this will save you a ton of lead. I don't care if you're sturgeon fishing, catfishing, anything. If you pick up a little spool like this, it doesn't have to be 130 pound. If anything, just make it anything over 40 pounds are good. The thicker, the better, I guess, but it's not necessary. I see a lot of people tie their leads with mono, and that's fine. If that's all you have, do it, but you're going to lose a lot of lead that way. So when it's getting tossed down there and your baits and lead's getting tossed in the bottom of the river, it's hitting rock structure, it's going to beat up that knot. It's just going to get mushed and everything like that and just break off. Or you'll get a nick in it, you'll go to reel in, check your bait, cast out again, and your lead just snaps off mid-cast and you lost a $4 lead. So what I do, and this has saved me a ton of lead, is I take Dacron, whatever Dacron I have, okay, I cut about an 8-inch leader like this. I take the 2 tag ends, I put them together like this, and I just loop it around like this. No complicated knots here. Just right through both ends. Just pull it, make a little granny knot. You're gonna, it could be a pyramid, bank sinker, whatever. Take the knot end, feed it through, or take the loop end, whatever, feed it through. Then, so basically it goes, loop end goes in first, and then the loop comes back towards the knot. So you just feed the loop like this through the knot, and you have that. So the Dacron is going to act as like a bumper. It's going to take all the abuse of being beat up on the rocks and mushed and stuff like that. And if anything, it's just going to flatten it out. It's not going to, it's not really going to like break as if mono or fluorocarbon or anything like that. So another thing I do is I take mono. I'll take a cheap thing of 25-pound mono like this as my lead line, tie about an 8-inch leader from right here to my slider. So that way, if I get stuck, my lead will pop and break, but I won't lose my whole rig. I'll lose the lead, but I won't lose the rig. So I'd rather tie 1 knot than tie 5 knots. So with that being said, we'll move on to the next thing real quick, and that will be basically how I rig up a bait. So if anybody has any questions before I do that, yeah, I'll definitely answer anything. What time you fishing mostly? Me, if I fish mostly whenever I can in the morning, as early as I can. I'll leave at 3, 4 in the morning and get to a spot at 5. That's a 2-hour drive away, and chill out for an hour and just drink some coffee and wait for the sun to pop up and get a line out by 6 usually. Now I'll stay usually the whole day, depending where I'm at. So I'm going to grab out some baits, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to actually be using tomorrow. So I have 4 cartons of this, because you're only allowed to buy 4 cartons per person here. So, lunch is done. So we're going to bust out some live sand shrimp. This is what I will use tomorrow. And these guys, yes, are disgusting looking, but these are what we're going to be using tomorrow. And these things absolutely slay sturgeon at the spot that we're at. So I will take about 3 of those guys and kind of bunch them up, like if I can do it with my fingers, kind of bunch them up like that. Take my miracle thread, wrap those guys around, then not ghost shrimp, sand shrimp, but they look literally identical. We can't get ghost shrimp up here for some reason. I've literally never seen it. And then wrap those guys. Then I will feed them through the hook and leave like that much hook exposure. Take some scent over there, inject the bait, and toss it out. Best time for fishing with sunrise and sunfall. See, I don't know if there's such a thing as best time of day for fishing, because I've caught fish at the buck crack of dawn, in 105-degree weather, and absolutely blistering cold weather, daytime, nighttime. I just really think it depends on what's up, what's moving around, what's hungry, and do they want the bait that you got out? Man, river conditions play a big part. But yeah, so we're going to be running some ghost shrimp, live sand shrimp. They look just like ghost shrimp, so I see how you see that for sure. And I'm not opening this because, my God, it's an acquired taste. Let's say that. It smells like anise and squid with I don't know what else is in here, but it's pretty bad, but it works. It's pickled squid. Use your imagination. I don't really have to pull them out. They're only about like inch little squids. But I will throw this on the hook. I took this out to thaw out a little bit, because if it's rock hard frozen, it's just going to break the back of the fish right here when I try and put a hook through it. So we'll do this. I did this the other day, but for anyone that didn't see how it's done, this is how I rig for sturgeon. Again, I'm not saying this is the right way. This is the way I do it. This is what has brought me a lot of success. And my hook set ratio is probably damn near 98%. I very rarely lose a fish ever. And I think it's due to how I rig this. Pickled squid. Yep. John, just let me know, bro, if I can figure out a way to send it to you because it's jarred. I can always pick up jars of this and send it to you. We have pickled shad, pickled squid, pickled sand shrimp. These guys. I can't remember what else. Pickled coon shrimp. We have tons of stuff I can send people. But here we go. We're going to do this, and we're going to bust out the wrap. We're gonna full blown rig this up. So here we go. I'm going to put the hook about right here-ish, about right here, and I'm going to feed it out the top of his head right here, where it's the hardest part. So here we go. And right there, right through the middle of his head. Now, you could just go like this and just leave it like that. But see, there's not that much hook exposure. What I do is I grab the hook like this with my finger, because These are big hooks. And I barely push down like this with my thumb, and I kind of pull it in like that. And I kind of bury the shank. It'll mush it, but that's fine because you can always kind of just squeeze it back like this, and then you're going to wrap it. So it's fine. But I have now about a 1/4 inch more hook exposure. So I take my leader. If my leader's long like this, you can see it's, before I even get to the bait, you can see how long it is. If you don't have a whole hell of a lot of this, old school trick, you're going to take this, your line, take your fingers, put it over the line like this, twist, go around, stick the tail through, feed it down the body like this, make a half hitch. Boom. Grab his tail and throw it in. But we have plenty of miracle threads, so I'm going to show you exactly how I do it with that. So, same thing, run the leader down the body so it's not just all over the place, and wrap mostly where the hook shank is sitting in the fish, because you want that to not really move around too much. You don't got to go super crazy with this stuff. I basically just run it down like this, like 15 times, because this thread is very thin. So this is about how much I would actually wrap it if I were actually out fishing. So let's say it's done right here. Now I'm done with the thread. I run it over my finger like this, like I'm going to tighten it over again. I pull it around, and then I move the line like that so I can take the thread, feed it through, and then just cinch the line, and then just break it with your finger. And now you are rigged up, ready to roll. Now and sturgeon eat fish head first. So as soon as they bite it, whack. That's it. And these things are razor sharp. So yeah, that's basically how you rig sturgeon right there. Yeah, my gloves are ruined now. That is a herring, John. But yeah, that half hitch thing, just run freaking, if you tie them close, you can run like 3-4 half hitches. But the only problem with that is that once your bait is thawing out in the water, the bait's going to get really soft and mushy, and those half hitches will just squeeze into it. So if you're not casting out real far, and you're not like throwing your shoulder out doing it, you're throwing it out like 50 yards or something like that, and then you're just letting it just sit there, it'll probably be fine. It'll sit there for, an hour or two. But since if I were gonna take this bait right now, if I were fishing tomorrow, where I'm going tomorrow, some anise bloody tuna, and it's as simple as, you don't got to go crazy. You don't got to stab it 50 times and inject it. Just literally like 2-3 little spots, like right there. Bam, just a little squeeze. Boom, little squeeze. Turn them over. Oh, Jesus, little squeeze. My hands are a little slick. And that's it. You don't got to go crazy, especially with sturgeon, because their sense of smell is ridiculously good. So they're going to smell that from a mile away. And it's just going to ooze out slowly. Like you can see, if I just keep pushing, stuff will come out. Yeah. So this combo, herring and this anise bloody tuna, has been absolutely killing it for me lately. Oh, John, no worries, bro. I'm always down to share any limited knowledge that I have. But yeah, man, like any questions you guys got, you let me know, man. I'm going to get to the the raffle and everything here in a bit, and let everybody know. Oh, did he ask a question? Wait, when your opinion is ultimate small rod and huge fish, not I would say, what's your opinion in the ultimate rod for small and huge fish, but not probably It depends. Are you, yeah, Chillax, are you going spinning reel or conventional reel? Because if you're doing spinning, I would suggest getting a slime cat rod. They're like 115 bucks. It's rated, I believe, 20 to 100-pound line, and it could throw up to 20 ounces. And it's actually here. I'll show you. It's this rod. I only have the half of it up right now because I just wanted to show you guys for the rigging. The other half is sitting right over here. So it's this rod right here. It's a slime cat. It's solid as a rock. And I was throwing with that line 40-pound mono on a Penn Spinfisher 9000. I was throwing 85 yards at least with an 8-ounce lead, like it was nothing. That pole barely even flexed. So for 115 bucks, like $20 shipping, you slime cat rod, and it'll bring it right up. You'll see like they're like a bright neon green with yellow eyelets. It's kind of an ugly rod, but the rod is like ridiculous, man. You can't beat it for the money. You can't. It's amazing. I had to buy one, and I got one, and I couldn't be any happier with it. Any real, because I break many rods on bigger species. Many words from my opinion, they have no idea. Dude, get like an 8-foot slime cat rod, man, and put like a. I mean, you could even run like an ugly stick if you got like a 9-foot one or something like that. But for the money, spend the extra like $30 that you'd spend on an ugly stick and get a slime cat rod, and just look through their dimensions of the rods they have. I paired my Penn Spinfisher with this 10-foot slime cat extra heavy rod, and it's literally like a match made in heaven together. Yeah, you're not going to break this rod, dude. You're not going to break it. I pulled in 4 sturgeon on it on last Sunday, and it was nothing, man. I was just horsing them in. They weren't very big, but they were about like 25 pounds, 30 pounds each, and I was just horsing them in. They didn't even peel drag from me. So, yeah, man, if it's good stuff. Good rod, man. For the money, I couldn't be any happier with it. Just definitely go on their website. I don't know if Shakespeare is the best choice. Ugly sticks are great, man. They're been around forever, and there's a reason why. You know, they're reliable. They're workhorses, even though they're ugly. They're great. I have 2 of them sitting right behind me. So you all held together with tape. Yeah, definitely go get yourself a slime cat rod. Go look into them. They have spinning rods and conventional. So whatever tickles your fancy, they have it. But yeah, we are going to be giving away. I'm sorry, I keep saying that because I'm thinking of my buddy's channel. But we are going to be raffling off a brand new, in the box, still sealed, Penn Pursuit 8000 spinning room. So, like I said, I'm getting my raffle in, or my tickets in tomorrow, and I'm going to be working on trying to get that raffle going as soon as I can. Here is a Penn Pursuit 8000 on a 12-foot ugly stick. So if you got something like this, man, you'd still be in good shape. I mean, this thing sports 30-pound mono on it right now. I was actually going to put 80-pound braid, but yeah, there's a 3000, so you can kind of see the little bit of the size difference there. Torium 30. Yeah.
That's what you're raffling off.
Yeah, but I'll be raffling off. I'll be raffling off this guy, but a brand new one in the box. This one is untouched. So, I'm probably going to do tickets probably at like $5. I'll just have everybody just enter through Cash App and stuff like that. And $5 for every ticket. I guess, there's probably going to be no limit to how many tickets you could buy. It's just whatever you want to enter at. And I'll probably do the drawing after that. I'll probably do everything the same day, like within one live stream. So, and I'm going to probably get one of those little tumblers for the raffle tickets. So that way there's no one can ever be like, oh, you picked this ticket or that ticket. I'm going to be completely honest. Whoever wins, wins, man. So, yeah. And, again, like if anybody has any more like terminal tackle questions or what kind of baits, to use and stuff like that, I will definitely answer whatever you guys have questions about. I'm going to throw this bait back in the fridge. So I mostly catch small and medium fish like catfish. 75 plus pounds. That's kind of, dude. Yeah, if you're going after big cats like that, get a slime cat rod, man. I am telling you right now, you will be ecstatic when that thing comes in. They're freaking beautiful, man. Like it is a solid rod. Like it's so well built. And yeah, like I said, I was just horsing in sturgeon last week with my new one and super happy with it. And yeah, I think it was like $115. But I'll be out fishing tomorrow, and hopefully I get some footage, and I'll be able to post that up and get some more stuff on the channel for you guys. Yo, Mitch, what's up, bro? Not that late, Mitch. I've only been on for like 30-something minutes. But I was showing everybody how I rig up and whatnot. I already took my gloves off, so I don't really want to touch anything anymore. But, yeah, I showed everybody how I rig up with the herring and stuff like that, and how I do the main rig. Man, if I get this on my table, my girl's gonna kill me, bro. But yeah, so Mitch, since you weren't in here for that, this is my main line. Slider, plastic bead, rubber bead, swivel to my leader. Bam. That's it. And that's it. And if you're not in a snaggy place whatsoever, you can literally just pop your snap like that, slide that in, and bingo. That's it. Like that. If you're in a place where it's really sandy, like I'm going to be tomorrow, I can confidently do that. And I will not lose one weight all day tomorrow. Even if I catch 30 fish, I'm not going to lose that weight tomorrow. So, however, whatever I just rigged up today, this is staying on. Struggler, what's up, bro? Terry, how you doing? I'm about to drive, but I'm listening. I'm actually going fishing tomorrow. Last week was actually pretty good, Mitch. We went way upriver, went up by, we were up past the Dells. We were up by like Hermingston, by like Rufus Landing. So it was like almost a 2-hour drive from my place. Weren't really getting on anything. A lot of salmon boaters were kind of pissing me and my buddy off, so we just digged out of there and then went about an hour downriver, went to a spot that I showed him a couple weeks ago, and we ended up getting on 4. I got on 4. He got on 3, and his stepson caught 2. And we were all catching sturgeon. So, and then the week before that, we ended up, between the 3 of us, landing 35 in a matter of like 6.5 hours. It was pretty awesome. So I'm going out to that same spot tomorrow. I'm taking another YouTuber buddy of mine. He's coming up from Salem, so he's driving like an hour and a half to meet me. And, then we're going to go up there for the day and hopefully get him on his very first sturgeon. So if I post a video tomorrow of somebody that's not me on my channel. That's my buddy Jacob, and it's going to be him and his dad's first sturgeon ever. So we're going to try and make it happen for him. His channel is Fight the Fish PNW, Pacific Northwest. So his name is Jacob. Super cool dude. Good fisherman, man. We're going to be out on the Columbia tomorrow. I had a brain fart there. I couldn't think of what river I'm going to be on. But yeah, I'll be up on the Columbia River tomorrow, up by Hood River. So I'll be about, from my place, about 50-minute drive from my house. Oh, shoot. You know him, Mitch? Yeah, Jacob. He's super cool, man. I fished with him once. But I talked with him and stuff like that. I took him to a spot where I've caught some big, like 8-footers and stuff like that. And we ended up getting skunked, but he was only there with me for like 4.5 hours before he had to leave. And then he went to a spot again that I showed him. He got skunked. He was getting bit all day. He said his bait was getting destroyed. So I think I was like, if I go with him to that spot and he's getting hit like that, I'll know when he's actually got a fish on or not, because sturgeon hit very delicate sometimes, and it's hard to tell. But I've been fishing for these things for years now, so I can tell when they're biting. But hopefully we'll get him and his dad on one tomorrow, which would be just awesome. I can't wait. So, okay, cool. Take care, man. All right, shoots, chillax. You have a good one, bud. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun day out. Hopefully we spend the majority of the day out there, even though it's getting dark at like 4:30. It sucks. So, but yeah, we'll go over some. We'll go over basically anything you guys want, man. Like, I'm probably gonna only take a limited amount of things with me tomorrow because it is a very, very long walk from the parking lot. It's like I'm walking 3/4 of a mile to a mile just to get to the point where I got to fish, and then do the same thing back. And it's all through sand. So walking through the sand for a mile with waders on and rod holders and 3 sturgeon rods it's going to be fun. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day out. I can't wait. I'm going to literally take all my rods because I want everybody there to try and hopefully get on the first sturgeon if they haven't. So you got to do a lot of rigging. And as you can see, I've already done quite a bit of tying. Those are already all pre-tied leaders. So yeah, I was just jumping on for a little bit, guys. I wasn't going to jump on for too long. I am going to have lunch and stuff like that with my girl. And, if I jump on later or anything like that, I might. Depends. Again, with sturgeon fishing, there's not a whole hell of a lot to talk about. It's pretty cut and dry. And, but, if you ever need to know any tips or tricks or little things like that, I'll try and help out any way I can. So. Oh, yeah, Hitch. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Preferably after winter time, because it is getting freaking cold out, bro. It's getting chilly. Like where I'm going to be tomorrow is going to be cold because I am so exposed to the weather. There's no trees, bushes, a hill, nothing to block the wind. There's nothing. We're literally out a mile out in the water on a little point of sand that you have to walk out to. And you're just getting destroyed by the wind all day long. You're completely exposed. So, like, if you're going fishing out there and it's raining, you are going to get drenched. There's just no way to get around it. So, oh, yeah, I always forget you got a boat, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, of places up here to go fishing, but really the only places to go fishing up here for sturgeon off a boat, I would think would be probably, yeah, between the Dells Dam and John Day Dam. But come December 1st, that's when the sturgeon retention starts, and it's going to be an absolute nightmare up there because it's going to be 1,000 boats in the river, 20 yards from each other, while everyone's trying to catch sturgeon, just crossing each other's lines and getting in fights. It's going to be funny, but it's going to happen. That's the downside. But yeah, we can always make plans to link up and do some fishing. That'd be awesome. Daniel, what's up, bro? Oh, shoot. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. I just, I try to avoid the competition fishing. I'm just not into it. It's like, it just sucks the joy out of the actual, not even the sport of it. It just sucks the joy out of it for me completely. Like, I don't dig it, man. It's just not my thing. Oh, no. That sucks, Daniel. I'm sorry, bro. I know that feeling. Oh, speaking of work, you want to hear something funny, Daniel? So it's my day off, okay? My neighbor comes down because I do maintenance at the apartments I live at in another property. And my neighbor comes up to my apartment, knocks on my door, and she goes, "Hey, we got a problem on the second floor. There's a homeless guy up there, and he left a bunch of crap on the ground and stuff like that." So she goes, and I kicked him out, and he left, and, you know. You've already encountered it. So you might need to go up there and check the mess. And I was like, okay, I'll go up there and check it out. So I go up there. It was three packets of soft cat food. Like, but in packets, like they were in like soft packs, like I don't know how to explain it, but not in cans. Wet cat food. This dude was sitting there eating the cat food,
sucking it out of the package,
sucking the cat food out of the package, and there was spilled cat food on the freaking ground. Oh, gosh, and turns out I kicked this dude out of the building the other day twice. Yeah, he was legit eating cat food, bro.
Yes.
And he's a tweaker because a couple days ago I busted him and kicked him out of the property because he was knotted out with a sleeping bag over him with freaking burned up tinfoil next to him, his little crack torch, and he had a 5-pound bag of rotten cranberries in a dirty garbage bag. It's the crap I encounter at this property is ridiculous, bro. But the guy was having a Friskies lunch. So, yeah. So, pretty gross. I encounter crap all the time, bro. People trying to hide behind the staircases under the stairwells at either exit of the building, like they're disappearing into Narnia or something. Going back there, shooting up and trying to sleep. It's like, dude, you know how many people have gone back there and peed, man? That's gross. Poo. Going back there taking a dump, which has happened a few times. It's gross. Yeah, man. Daniel, it's Portland, dude. It's Portland. It's 162nd Avenue on Portland. It's
and it's not just Portland. It's Gresham.
It's Gresham. It's Portland. It's
look it up.
Oregon City. There's a lot of places around here that are just getting pretty seedy, man. Portland's been bad for years. Yeah. Portland's really gross in a lot of places, man. That's why when I go fishing, especially in certain river systems, I go as far away from the city as I can because I don't even want to step into the water near the city because it's so gross. So, join my live tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'll be doing a giveaway. Oh, shit, it's definitely a hitch for sure. My girlfriend is a psych nurse. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Toby, I can imagine, dude. Yeah, that's a psych nurse. Oof. She would have her hands full here, bro. Oh, yeah, dude. No, it's pictures and stuff like that and video don't really do it much justice. You should, if I videotape just the crap I see on a day-to-day basis here, you would be tripping out, bro. I can't even walk down the street without seeing some crazy stuff happen.
Baby wants salsa?
No, thank you. I won't be giving cat food away, but I got some other stuff. Oh man, I know. I know where the cat food would. It wouldn't go to waste. That's for sure. But shit, you guys, I'm probably gonna jump off. I'm gonna eat some lunch with my girl and probably spend the rest of the day hanging out, watching crappy movies and relaxing and doing a little bit of adult
A little 420.
a little bit of adult recreation activities because I live in Oregon. So so that's what I'll be doing for the day. And I'll be out fishing tomorrow, first thing in the morning, man. Heck yeah, John, I hope.
What, baby? I heard you. I just heard it.
Oh, dude, heck yeah. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Seriously, I appreciate it. My little humble channel. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, anything you guys got, whether I'm online, offline, you guys got a question, hit me up as I can. My tickets come in tomorrow for it. So I just want to get one of those little like raffle wheel turning ball things, whatever, to try and make it a little more legit and fair for everyone. So until next time, hopefully tomorrow or the next day I'll go live. And tomorrow, hopefully I have some good footage to drop over the weekend, which would be nice. So again, thanks guys. Take care. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.